Good morning, welcome to GrainTV. It's August 13th, 2012. I'm Logan Burgess. Joining me to my right is Brock Shimano. Well, Brock, we have the grains continuing to sell off here in the early going here. If we take a look at the fire tip platform right now, we're looking at September corn trading down 11.5. That new crop contract down 11.5 as well. Old crop beans trading down 32 3/4, and we have the new crop contract down 31 cents. Turning over to wheat, we have wheat down 14 in Chicago, down 15 3/4 in Kansas City. Brock, looks like the precipitation outlook is pressuring grains. What are we kind of seeing out of the 6 to 10 day forecast here?
You know, we did see some pretty good precipitation across the Midwest over the weekend. Totals of about 3/4 of an inch, 7,500s or so for a vast majority of the Midwest, especially in that southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, and northern Illinois areas. Some key areas that have been doing a little bit better than some of the more southern regions of Illinois and Indiana. So I think that right now that is what's pressuring the grains from the overnight session. But looking forward, you can see the precipitation outlook for the 6 to 10 day outlook is looking pretty good for some of those areas out in the eastern part of the Corn Belt that have been hurting a little bit more than what the western part has been so far. And if you take a look at what the temperature is going to be doing over the next 6 to 10 days, it looks like we're going to stay in this cool pattern that we've seen over the last 3 or 4 days. You know, some of the areas in Minnesota, Iowa, those areas are only going to be in the mid-70s for about the next 6 to 10 days or so.
All right, certainly. Well, it looks like precipitation and temperature right now are pressuring grains a little bit to the downside. We've been getting a lot of questions here in the office. Is this the top of this market? Has this corn market ran out of steam? And one interesting thing to take a look at here, and really to get a sense of that, is the managed money position in corn right now. This is the managed money net longs in the corn market right now. This came out on Friday afternoon, and this actually shows kind of the market composition on Tuesday of last week. So it is a trailing indicator, but it's a good idea of where a lot of large sums of money are moving around this market right now. And as you can see, right now for the first week in about 8 right now, we see the net long position actually decline in corn for managed money. Right now they're sitting at around 281,000 contracts net long. So as you can see here, once they get about 300,000 contracts net long, we've seen the trend kind of reverse here as far as their long or short position. You know, it seems like if this market's running out of steam, a lot of these fund managers could be running for the hills here soon, certainly, especially in light of a key reversal that we saw on Friday's action. We printed new highs after the report, and then we actually closed below the lows of Thursday's trade. So kind of some interesting things shaping up there right now. Looks like this corn market could be due for a pullback right here.
You know, so on Friday we did get a slightly bullish report, and we did end up negative on that day. Looks like we're continuing to sell today. Do you think the top has actually been put in, or what is your near-term outlook for corn?
I think near-term the top has been put in. I think we're going to trade off a little bit lower here. Downside objective probably 7 to 750 here on this contract. Certainly, though, this crop is in dire straits. We're going to have to keep a close eye on private yield forecasts here. We'll be getting the next official report out of the September WASDE, but you know, I believe Cody was saying on Friday's show, you know, in 1988 we saw the USDA's lowest yield expectations for this crop out of the August report, and it only improved from there. So we're going to have to keep an eye on the weather here. You know, especially the soybeans. A lot of people think that the corn crop is too far gone, but as far as soybeans are concerned, certainly there's still time here, time in the book.
Yeah, I think this precipitation and cooler temperatures that we're going to be seeing over the next 6 to 10 days are definitely going to be helping out that soybean crop as opposed to the corn crop, which is kind of already set on how much yield it's going to be making. Soybean crop definitely has the potential to help some of that yield, and that's why I think we're selling off a little bit sharper on the soybeans this morning.
All right, certainly. We will be getting crop conditions report this afternoon here from the USDA. We'll be tweeting about that when that comes out. At GrainTV is where you can find us. I think that kind of wraps up our show here for Monday morning. Thanks a lot for joining us. Have a great day.